And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. We've got episode number 32 of British Town Centers. This is the longer formatted game where we do this one as a no time limit moving challenge. And we've got over 2,000 locations on this map by Dad City. Last updated on the 8th of November 2025 is the 11th of November 2025. I guess Armistice Day, Veterans Day. Here in the United States. So Remembrance Day, all that stuff, good stuff. And thanks to those veterans. All right, so let's get into this game. We're also going to look up, as we normally do, we look up the towns and learn a little bit more about each of these town centers. Play along link in the description below. So if you want to play along, it's there. If not, you just want to join in, well, welcome. And let's see where this takes us. Wow. All right, we got a green light. Green means go. And interesting architecture here in this town. Got flower pots in the middle, bus stop, benches, flower boxes, more flowers, Cafe Nero. Harborough. Market Harborough is where we are, I guess. All right. Nice little town center, this one. What is this? Jeweler. Premier Jeweler. All right, we got a sign. I haven't seen a sign like this in a while, where it's like, it's lower. All right, Northampton, the A6 and the A14. Northampton, Market, Harborough, just the A508 North. We're here. Lubingham. Market Harborough. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Market Harborough. All right, the town center. This is actually a pretty cool town. Yeah, would I visit this one? This is one I would definitely visit. Put on the list. What do we have here? Welcome to St. Mary's Place. What is St. Mary's Place? There's Stephen's Jewelers, which is, where was that Jewelers? Right there. Stephen's looking east, southeast. So I think Chocolate Lovers. Maybe over there. Or are we doing this right here? Hold on. Cafe Nero is there. Pret. It's the square. What did I want to look for? Oh yeah, this is it, next to Stephen's Jewelers. What is this? Yeah, just a market. Oh, St. Mary's Place. There it is. All right, so there we are. Market Harborough. Interesting name for a town. It's a market town, which would make sense. Population as the 2021 census was 24,779, and it was a part of Rockingham Forest, a royal hunting forest used by medieval monarchs whose boundaries stretched from Market Harborough to Stamford. And now the A6 bypasses it to the east, A14 to the south, the East Midlands Railway. And there we are, the Old Market Hall. That's a pretty cool building. A lot of interesting buildings and churches and statues and all kinds of stuff in this town. So there we are. A lot of history in Market Harborough. If you've been to Market Harborough, let us know. And if you plan to visit, or if you've got any stories, comment down below. Looks like we're in Wales here from the left. Over here. Interesting looking stop sign. A font seems off or whatever. But I saw in the previous round there's a defib machine. And here's another one. We've explored in the past. The phone boxes are now defibrillator machine. Or that's where they're located. And I think that's pretty cool. We got an interesting little statue or clock tower right here. Memorial, I guess you could say. In this Welsh town, I believe it's Wales. The Wild Swan. Spar. All right. Rayada. Rayada. Okay. Not really sure. He's got it. He's got, look at that. He's got all over the map there. He's doing a play along. Kids have got their the dog, or no, he's got the dog for a walk. Look at the shoes, see if they're Jordans. But they are not. Yeah, a lot of interesting sites in this town. Another cool town with unique architecture. And I can say that probably about most towns in the UK. But I'm really fascinated at how there's different architecture, from one building to another, remnants of a time gone by. All right, Leominster, I thought that was in England. I could be wrong on that. The Elon Valley, the Crystal Glass Workshop. So let's take a look. Leominster. Huh. There's Leominster. It isn't in England. It is in England. Oh, and let me look to our left here, and here's Rayadar. Yeah, I'm probably butchering that name the more I think about it. But the Lamb and Flag Inn, the Castle Intrim. Did we see Intrim? No, we didn't. But let's go back to start. The Wild Swan, as we look south. Wild Swan Whole Foods. It is. A delicatessen. It's a pretty cool place here on West Street in Rayadar. So let's look up this town. They have a football club. Rayadar. It's a market town and community, 20 miles from the source of the River Wye. And population of this town is 2,088. It's a small little town. And the Abbeys of Strata, Florida. How about that? And here's the first round had a jeweler. Well, here's the Rayadar hoard of the Romano British jewelry in the British Museum. So ancient jewelry, I guess. And the sport, Rayadar Town Football Club. And it ceased to exist in 2006. It's reformed and has gained promotion to the Spar Mid Wales League. There's a cricket club, local darts, motocross. And here's interesting carnival celebrations in this town. World Championship events, including wheelbarrow racing and rock, paper, scissors. All right, we're on to the next round here on British Town Centers. Got another statue there. He's putting his hand out like he's about to talk, or anyway. I know there's different things with statues that mean something significant. I'm just not up to date on them. I know, like, you ride a horse, or if it's a horse, like the foot's in the stirrup, it's like if it's a general, or the foot's out, there's not a general. But anyway, I don't know why I moved there, but yeah, something. So maybe there's a reason why his hand is like pointing outward. He wants to shake a hand or something. This guy down here looks like he's a UPS truck driver making a delivery. I guess maybe that's it. Looks black, but it could be brown. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me. Got a nice looking church here. A different one though, a different style. Cook's Corner Cafe. Is it calf or cafe? In the United States we say cafe. And I've heard it like say calf, so I'm not sure about that. Nice gentleman on the scooter. We got the Ward Jackson, which I believe is a Weatherspoon, as it says here. The Ward Jackson, we did a Weatherspoons game last Friday. This past Friday, I should say. And I always enjoy doing the Weatherspoons game. All right, Teesside, Sunderland, Durham, and can't make the other one out, but the A179, so we're up in the Northeast. And A179. All right. The Ward Jackson. Let's go this way. Sign has been cut off. Huh. All right. Thirsk. A179. Headland. You got Durham. There's the A689. And we got the A179. By the way, it is a windy day here today, so you may hear the wind. I mean, it is just really windy. It is cold. It's the coldest day. Well, not the coldest day of the year, but the coldest day in quite some time. And yes, I'm on the East Coast of the United States. All right. Let's see, A1048. Toby Carvery. All right. Trying to figure out. Ooh, there's a stadium up here. Well, that might help. Just where we are. Maybe it's there no longer. Let me get over here. The Advanced House Business Center. That stadium is further away than I thought it would be. By the way, all over the stands, I will be doing a British football. Maybe we'll see what map I want to play, but HUFC, huh? 179. Hartlepool United, maybe. That be it? I don't know. Not sure. It is. The Sun Direct Stadium. So where is the Sun Direct Stadium? Ah, we're here. Hartlepool United. Let's go back to start. Headed northeast, there's the statue. The stadium is off to the northwest here. So maybe we're here. Yep, there's the Ward Jackson. Maybe this is a place the supporters go to before they go to the football ground, and that's where our Hartlepool. So County Durham, Hartlepool. All right. Yeah, I'm not probably great. I just need to hear it. Once I hear the word, I can pronounce it the right way. But anyway, a hart is a red stag. The population is 92,600, and the name derives from the Old English hart, which referring to stags seen, and pool, a pool of drinking water, to which Hartlepool It was settled development in the 7th century. Founded in 640 by Saint Aidan. I thought Aidan was like a newer name, but there we are. We know it's now an old name, an Irish Christian priest. And there's the walls around Old Hartlepool, Ward Jackson Park. Okay, so who's Ward Jackson? Because that was the Ward Jackson. Going on a little bit of a down a rabbit hole here a bit, but that's okay. Well, somebody's going to have to let me know who Ward Jackson is. The other thing I could do is put it in Wikipedia, so I might just do that. Ward Jackson. I don't know. It's his American artist. Ward Jackson Park. All right, here we go. Named after Ralph Ward Jackson. Was a British railway promoter, entrepreneur, and politician. By the way, we'll be doing British stations on our Tuesday daily UK No Move Challenge, so stay tuned for that. He founded West Hartlepool, England in the 19th century, so there we are. And that is the Ward Jackson statue. Ralph Ward Jackson, excuse me, and the pub there. So, hey, we're learning stuff. That's hopefully everybody likes this sort of stuff because I like to learn, like to find out new things. And we're off to the 4th round. And we got a Turkish barbecue. Shawarma. That's good stuff. Domino's. We got pizza and Turkish food. It seems like that's the... I see a lot of that in the UK. Turkish food, Turkish barbers actually, and pizza. Which, anyway, I think I'd see more fish and chips. Ironically, yeah, that's it's interesting because I don't, I've done a fish and chips game. Maybe I should do that again. Are we in Wigston? We could be, most likely. What does this say? Something sheer. Well, that's not going to help. And Wigston. There we are. I believe somebody said that they drove the car. I don't know if that was Finland or if that was this one with the UK, where somebody actually drove the car, the Google Street View car that we saw. At one point, what can we get at McDonald's? Sausage, egg, and cheese on a muffin for £2.79 and a McCafe coffee at the Wakes Road Roundabout, Leicester, Wigston, and Husbands. Does that say Husbands Bosworth? Wow, what an interesting name for a town. McDonald's. Maybe we should do a McDonald's game. For £3. Mix and match meal menu. So we got a lot of chains and what seems to be a newer town, Oadby. We've been to Oadby before. So Leicester, Peterborough, Corby, there's Market Harborough, Oadby, and Wigston. So up the road from Market Harborough on the road to Leicester, not quite, is Wigston. We got the Wistow Maze, Hickory Smokehouse. Wow, a lot of interesting things popping up on this map today. I like barbecue. All right, well, here's that McDonald's. Is this the McDonald's? There's not a roundabout here, though. So, B582. The Wigston Fields. Can't believe somebody said it's like 44 days or something like that until Christmas. Let us know if anybody's putting up decorations for that holiday. Be very curious about that. Well, wait a minute. We're looking southeast. We're up here. Which, is this right? No, it doesn't seem right. Wigston Town Center is... Alright, we're we're looking west. There we are. We're here. Just took the wrong road. It's Wakes Road. But yeah, let's talk about that. So the holidays, it's interesting, right? For us, we have an extra holiday in the next 40 days, which is Thanksgiving. And typically, in the past, here in the United States, any Christmas or holiday decorations go up after, like that, what we call Black Friday. I think everybody's on Black Friday now. Um, but anyway, that's kind of that weekend is when the Christmas or any of those decorations go up, Christmas trees that weekend and thereafter. But for whatever reason, now it seems like everything's getting pushed back to right after Halloween, which is crazy. All the ads on TV, whether you watch the NFL or nationally, what people watch, I guess, is interesting because that's it's seemingly getting pushed further and further back. I'm just curious in the UK when everything starts. I would imagine without Thanksgiving or that point, maybe people do things a little earlier. So I'm just curious about that. We also have radio. Some radio stations transition for 30 days into Christmas music only, but I feel like that's getting pushed back as well. So anyway, I guess it's all marketing and people wanting to make more money. If you're right now, hit that like button. Really appreciate a lot of you that have joined the channel, and everyone that continues to join the channel. Really appreciate it. Means a lot. Really excited that a lot of people found the channel and watching, especially from the UK. And those that are here from Finland and Norway, games will be coming. That don't worry this week. So stay tuned for that. And the American audience, we're going to do Town Center this week as well. The Cask Room. The Middletown Road, we got oranges. Be cool to get like 5,000 subscribers by. Can I get 5,000 subscribers by Thanksgiving or the end of November? Is that possible? I hope so. I really want to start moving the needle on this so I can actually make what we call a buck or two and get over to England and do some live vlogs in real life. GeoGuessr, the railway. Royton Pizza and Curry. It's another pizza place and another barbershop. Royton, I guess, is the town. The pizza place is doing its naming correct. I guess that's you would want to do that. It's not Istanbul, it's Istanbul. Harewood Dental Lab, Denture Repairs. 016. Maybe this is near London. There's the Union Jack. It's probably the town hall, what it looks like. Tempus Fugit. It's like a little Latin like fugere, fugere, fugis, the conjugation of the word. Anyway, enough about that. Public Spaces Protection Order, Royton Town Center. This is a restricted area. The Pound Bakery is a restricted area. You're not allowed to eat pies and tasty food. Why is this place restricted? Maybe it's somewhere else. Different looking bus. It's yellow. Ooh, no. 016, probably not. That's when somebody says it's the 4 or 5, right? Numbers. But I see this B, and I'm going to say this is Manchester. B. I've just noticed the B is associated with Manchester. So let's take a look. See if we can find Royton. Just looking around. Stockport, Cheadle, Hale. I think this is where all the wealthy people in Manchester live, this area, I think, because there's a lot of, from what I've read, the footballers live in that area, I think. So if you're a footballer, and a Premier League footballer, probably living in a wealthy area. And that's where I remember seeing something about that. I could be wrong on this too as well, so been wrong before, I'm going to be wrong again. I'm not seeing Royton. Ah, there's Royton, north of Oldham, so the bus goes that far. Toby Carvery, that's the other thing. I want to get to the UK. So all the likes and all that stuff. folks subscribing, any of the donations that I've gotten, all that stuff. That's been great. But I'd really love to get there, if not just to have a proper, I would say carvery, Toby carvery. Maybe that's where you'd go, or where I'd go. But to get a Sunday roast, that's what I would look for. It just sounds crazy, maybe to some of you, but looking forward to pies and a Sunday roast, proper Sunday roast, because you can't get anything like that in the United States. The pizza place is there. Or there. Wait, hold on. West here. Why is the pizza place there? Tax assist accountants. Scoobies. And we get a perfect score on this one. Royton. I guess this is like a western. Not quite. Not much around the South or London on this episode of British Town Centres. Royton is in the metropolitan borough of Oldham, Greater Manchester, with a population of 21,284 in 2011. Royton has the distinction of being the first town where a powered cotton mill was built at Thorpe in 1764, and one of the first localities in the world to have adopted the factory system. Wow. We learned a lot today on this episode of British Town Centres. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Hopefully you got a perfect score. Let me know if you did. We'll be doing this again, probably later in the week, or probably Sunday or Monday. Going to kind of try to do this once a week. We'll continue with the daily UK New Move challenges. And if you got any maps you want me to play, or you made yourself, let me know in the comments down below, or send me an email at alloverthemap23@gmail.com. With that said, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.